Hi everyone, welcome to the podcast. If you're a new listener, welcome. If you're a veteran, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about kind of important, not kind of, but it's an important topic.
Oh, it's really important.
Yeah, and which is
animal rights activists pushing government entities into banning different kinds of training, pinch collar, e-collars, protection, sport, which includes protection or real protection.
Yeah.
And there is, in my opinion, there's Balabanov and Cabal and what's his name? Hans.
Yeah.
They're all talking about it, but they're missing the point. I didn't even want to go there because everybody talks about it, but so I said, I don't want to be redundant, okay? But there is people missing the point, okay? And I will make it pretty succinct and quick, I hope. I always say that and then I jibber jabber for an hour. But the people don't defend your way of training, like pinch collars or e-collars, or protection. Or like Cabral said, well, the sport training doesn't teach the attack dogs. Okay, so what? There's something wrong with teaching protection dogs? The point, I defected from communism, right? And I came to America because it was beacon of freedom, right? And I really mean it, okay? I'm not trying to be bombastic about it or whatever, all right? And so this is not about if your method is valid method or not, because once you say, well, pinch collar use is valid to train that way, and people don't understand how it's done, and you start making apology for that particular type of training, then you are giving the government entity who is going to make the decision. You empowering them to make that decision. Okay, well, this is good, this is not good. So we will either forbid it or not. And now you got to understand the animal rights, they're passing petitions and we're not going to vote for you unless you forbid this type of a training and all that. And the animal rights activists, ultimately like PETA, and they say so in their own
literature
platform, they want to completely eliminate any ownership of animals.
That's the end game, basically.
That's the end game. So, and these are the steps to it, okay? Yeah. They make it harder to ship dogs. They make it hard to train dogs. They harder to keep the dog. People say, you cannot keep the dog in a crate, or you cannot do this, or you cannot do that. And then people say, well, but, keeping dog in crates is good for that. Yeah. No.
It's a slippery slope.
Don't give them the power to tell them it's good or not good to do this or that. Yeah. It's about, about liberty, about freedom. Yeah. It's about you doing whatever you want, whatever your liberty is. I train this way, you train this way. Hey, I hate e-collars. I don't use them. Yeah. I think they're very valid for like aversion training, like a snake proofing and stuff like that, right? That's very good. But I never would use them for obedience training or for recalls or anything like that. I won't use it. But if you want to use it, go for it. I'm not going to be here and tell you it's bad for the dog and it's cruel and all that crap, Or I like skinny dogs personally. If I, so it's my dog. I want him to be skinny. They're happy, and everything. I don't want somebody telling me, oh, Hans is not feeding his dogs and all that.
Yeah.
Right? Who are you to tell me how I should train dog? Who are you to tell me how I should feed the dog? Who are you to tell me what should I feed the dog? Who are you to tell me where the dog should be, if in the kennel or not? I can tell you what I recommend you, but you do whatever you want. It's your dog. It's like me telling you what kind of oil you should be putting in your car. Yeah, there's specific oil you should be putting in that car, but if you want to put something else and your engine blows up, hey, that's your decision. I'm not going to pass government regulation for that. If government, so your defense about all these regulations needs to them out of telling government, mind your own business. It's my dog. If somebody kills my dog, the only value I get is the value of the property. It's my property. Okay? And another thing is they tell you what's cruel. Give me definition of cruelty. So far I challenge people on internet when they start talking about cruelty, and so far nobody could give me definition of cruelty. There is no such thing. What's cruel for you, it may not be cruel for me, or it may not be cruel for somebody 200 years ago. You know, I'm not defending cruelty against animals. You know, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying we should have the freedom to do whatever we want. You know, like I see on internet, somewhere in Romania, somebody's logging with horses or milking cow, and people say, "Oh, that's cruel. Look at those horses! Didn't give the guy permission to use them like this." Literally, they say that.
Yeah.
And then they say you cannot log with horses, which have been done for hundreds of years.
Thousands, probably.
Yeah, maybe thousands. Yeah, that's right. From Romans days, I'm sure, at least.
Yeah.
You know, how is it cruel? Milking cows, it's cruel now. You know, milking cows, it's cruel. By some people will tell you, and that's why we should be vegetarian.
Yeah.
And they're pushing government into these type of passing these type of regulations more and more. You know, and then you have these wackoids who thinks a chicken raised for eggs is cruel, so they burn these chicken houses. You know, giant chicken houses, 500,000 chicken burned. That's okay. It's ideology. Mm-hmm. You know, see, the problem with ideology is that when it starts penetrating through morals. Right? And basically our ideology eventually ends up to do that, you know. Ideology, people rather put a dog down than to jerk on the collar to correct it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Which unfortunately you...
So the morality is not to kill the dog. That's moral, not to kill. But they kill it rather because... they want to stick to their ideology. So when the ideology start penetrating through morality, then we have a problem. And every ideology penetrates morality. The morality is non-issue. You know, I mean, ideologues like Hitler, look where that went.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and you know who was the first animal rights activist?
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, he was.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, no.
He forbid testing medications on animals. He tested it on Jews or people in concentration camp. See, ideology penetrating morality.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. If you enjoyed this content so far, please subscribe to our channel. Also, Hans has a podcast channel called Dog Training for Life. Check that out so you can listen to the audio version.
So remember, guys, when you're defending city council or county or state, telling you cannot use this color or that color, tell them, it's none of your business to tell me how I train my dog.
Yeah.
My God.
So it's more of that's kind of the point, as you said in the beginning, they're a little bit missing the point.
They do. They actually...
Or empowering them, I should say.
By missing the point, they're empowering the people they argue with.
Yeah, so that's the bigger...
Because when they say, well, e-collar is wrong, and you say, no, it's not wrong, right now they define the discussion. What we're going to talk about, is it right or wrong to use e-collar? Where the point is not if the e-collar is right or wrong, the point is the freedom, the liberty, right? I have right to train dog with e-collar or not.
Yeah. And some of these things in, was it in Australia? Don't quote me on this, but they kind of defeated the bill on something because people actually stood up a little bit. I'm not sure which country, but that you can
Yeah,
actually.
in Australia, in some of the states or two of the
They didn't-
states,
it didn't-
they want to forbid a protection type training and,
But people actually stood
sport
up.
of Schutzhund.
Yeah.
And we do sport of Schutzhund for 100 years,
Yeah.
and suddenly they say it's
Yeah.
cruel.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Anyway, don't get me started.
don't get Hans started. But Hans wanted to do this episode because it's an important one. I know other trainers have been talking about it online, but
But you know what's funny?
yeah.
I'm on Facebook a lot, and there is people argue about, they always defending, like Cabral just recently, I've seen video, defends the protection part of the Schutzhund training or sport training.
Yeah.
And that's not where it's at.
Yeah.
That's not where it's at. Once you start defending this is right or this is wrong, you already lost the argument because your opponent defined where the discussion should be. I'll define where the discussion should be. And the discussion should be about liberty, about freedom. Okay?
Yeah. That's the only way you can actually get through things then, because otherwise they want to talk about these other specific things.
Yeah. It's very relativistic issue. We don't want people hurt animals,
Yeah.
terrorize them and stuff like that. But what is hurting the dog? Milking cow is or animal? Is it milking cow? Is
That's ridiculous,
or horse pulling
ridiculous.
cart?
Yeah. Craziness.
Is that what defines your? What I want these people say when they say it's cruel, I first want them to give me definition of cruelty, and then we will see if they're insane or if they make sense.
Mm-hmm. And usually they.
So far, as I said, all these nutcases who telling me, milking cow is cruel, and when I ask them define the cruelty, and so far I never got any answer, or it was so wacko that it didn't make sense.
Nothing logical or yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's my point of view. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So if you guys are interested in buying any videos from Hans, any educational stuff or dogs, make sure you visit. I want to say Hans Alpine. I want to say Hans Alpine. Alpine K9 Real.com is the website for educational videos.
It's on the right bottom corner of this page, right here,
And
fluorescent green letters.
that's right, and below the video. Also, if you're looking for a puppy or trained adult dog, Hans is your man. Make sure you contact him. The phone number and email is below the video and at the end of the video.
Yeah,
is
the
in the beginning.
Czech style working dogs.
Yeah, old. We
Old
talked
school,
about
yeah.
the old school
Yeah.
dogs, which, that's we can do a podcast on what people mean when they say old school.
Is it an insult or is it
Yeah.
a
So.
compliment? I don't know yet.
Yep. All right, guys. We will see you next time.
Ahoy.